man.
Or red and green.
I'm a professional.
We're going to stop and go at the same time.
I'm a professional. Is that what you hear whenever you fall asleep in the airplane? You seen that?
No, usually at night it's...
Let the professor get your mind blown. Laugh at Jimmy, kill it, but on the side though. Mama Ray does his magic on the down low. BBC, you never seen it. In the views, you won't believe it. You can see it on the Cali ESK8 show.
Welcome to the Cali ESK8 show. I got my co-host here.
Live with Jimmy.
And your host, the professor. Should I say the professor underscore?
The professor 4.
Yeah.
Why is the 4 at the end?
That's my favorite number.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it for you?
For them.
Oh.
See what I'm saying? Anyway, so today we got a great show.
Yep.
We have...
Do you even know what that is?
Yes. An EUC.
Oh. Do you know what it stands for?
Electric unicycle. You testing me?
I'm testing you.
I'm killing it, bro.
I'm testing you.
I got all the answers, baby.
And
Which
do you know
one
why this one's special?
Yes. It's not out yet.
That's it.
Yep. It will be.
It will be.
By the time that we get this episode out.
Because we can't release it until it comes out.
We will get sued.
Yeah, I know. We're obligated. You know those things.
Yeah, so we got some new equipment today. Yep. An EUC, right?
Yeah, it's from InMotion.
InMotion,
yeah,
right?
Very, very big company. Located out of China, and I would say probably one of the best, brands out there in regards to EUC, hands down. One of them.
So that's gonna be cool. We also have a little bit of ESK gossip.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even know about this. We're gonna find out together. We're gonna find out together. Yeah. See, we don't pre-plan this.
No. I surprise him so then he can get, I can see his emotions.
Yeah, because the drama is about me most likely. I can already see it now.
I get him in trouble and then he just gotta, react to it. Go!
I just put my hands up.
Also, we got a guy. We got a friend. I think his name is Dre or something like that. He's doing pretty much a ride across the U.S. and skateboard. We're gonna have some more information about him. But
I think he's starting off in L.A. too. Yeah. So his starting point is gonna be in L.A. and I don't know his ending point, but I know he did message out to us. Hopefully we can meet up with him and do some collaboration, but definitely we'll post his information, after the episode here. But go and support him. Definitely a good cause and mental health and all that good stuff. That's a big undertaking.
You just shoot that out of your fucking sleep, huh?
Yeah.
Mental health.
Yeah.
That wasn't even part of it.
Well,
have
you ever gone on like a long run or anything?
Yes. I hate it.
Yeah, it helps. It helps. I don't know. Like
it messes with my head. I'm like, fuck, I hate this.
There's a satisfaction to the ending of it all, though.
No.
We'll find out. Give it a couple months.
But definitely, but before we start, I wanna shout out to our sponsors.
Yes.
I wanna get in the
the groove of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Shout out to Shred Lights.
Shred Lights!
Best lights in the game,
100%.
You think about lights, you think about Shred Lights. That's it, for PB. We got Shockboards, big sponsor. He's coming up with
sponsor.
Big things. We're going to show it around some new equipment really, really soon. We got Beyond Riders.
Beyond Riders is going to be a big sponsor coming up, so look out for future episodes. Yeah. We got some big things coming out with them.
Yeah, we got some giveaways in the future, so be on the lookout for that, okay?
Absolutely.
Am I missing anybody?
No.
No, right?
No.
Oh, Onboard.
Onboard, yeah.
Yeah.
And then anybody else wants to just hit us up and be a sponsor, we'd love to have you, message out to us.
Yeah, let us know. All right. So we got here. What do we got here? Tell me.
Well,
what the fuck is this?
Well,
because I don't fucking know. I just know what EUC stands for, and I don't write this shit.
I'm glad. Well, hopefully in the future we'll be able to get Carlos, riding one of these.
Fuck no.
He says that now, and then 3 weeks later,
fuck no.
But no, it's a great wheel. We did some promotion with them. We're fucking on fire here.
What the What's going on?
He's
play cool.
We have a jealous EUC
brand
over
new,
there.
Brand new.
We have
InMotion.
You
gotta get it here.
Yeah.
The fire alarm. Everything's hot. This shit is hot. Go get it. You gotta play cool, baby. Keep it together.
No, I sense a little bit of jealousy going on here. Once we started the episode and started talking about the emotion, the big goat was like, nah, I don't like that shit. Nah, let me
bitch I'm here.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Bitch, settle down.
Yeah, for real. Had us all confused right now. No, but we were very blessed, and we got the chance to be able to work with Inmotion and do some promotional stuff with them. You're going to be able to see some of the pictures, displaying behind us, and we're able to do, like I said, some work with them. So we can't release it right now. That'll come out in the future, and hopefully we provide a very good product for them. But they sent us this. And I think it's honestly a great wheel. Now, I'm not going to say it's the top of the line wheel. It's not there. But some of the key features I think are really stand out on this one is, number one, suspension. Nice. The suspension on this is a very premium suspension. It's a motorcycle style, suspension. So it's going to be able to hold up against a lot of weight. I mean, we were jumping off, I think, 5 to 6 feet, things and slamming down on it. And the wheel held up every single time.
Nice.
So no problems. It is running the Samsung 50S battery. So kind of the standard, I think, in the PEV community. So you're going to get, more range with this one. Not going to say it's the biggest battery or anything. You're probably seeing about 30, maybe 35 miles range out of this. Obviously, if you're a more aggressive rider, fluctuates,
That's
but
pretty much kind of like a skateboard right now.
I would say in the line of EUCs, on the bigger ones, they're getting about 70 to 100 miles range.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So 30, 35, that's like an electric skateboard right now.
Yeah, kind of I wouldn't say the top end, but the mid-range, boards, and, sort of same line as that.
Yeah.
I think, one thing that really stands out to me is the screen and the capabilities of the electronics in here. They have security to where you can lock up the wheel, you can follow it on GPS, you can trace it down. We've had multiple people recently had their EUC stolen, and if you have the protection plan on this one, pick it up right away.
That's crazy.
It's built into it. You can actually lock it to where if you go to the store and you put it down, you can lock it. Nobody's gonna be able to ride it until that unlock feature happens. So
yeah, nobody gonna be carrying these shit around. It's like just running with it.
No. I mean,
it's heavy, right?
Typically on the big ones, they don't really steal them. It's kind of the smaller ones that they'll pick up and go. We had a post recently to, thank God, fingers crossed, or not fingers crossed, but he actually, good ending to that. He got his EUCs back.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, the post I posted.
The guy took it back, right?
He went around fucking posting, showing people pictures. Hey, do you know these people? And he actually started getting people to recognize them. As he was getting closer to them, they caught wind of it and they fucking returned it.
Oh, shit.
So they brought it back to him. So 2 EUCs returned.
Only the EUC, right?
But if he had this, he would know exactly what that's at and be able to get it back right away. So I think that is a big feature for me. Security, safety is, I think, something we should all think about, especially in the light of ESK8 and, of course, other stuff. So
we started to see a lot of that lately, right?
Unfortunately, that's why I'm bringing it up. AirTags only do so much. They are a very good device, but having a built-in device is just, into it and just already comes with it. They do, I think, have a subscription with it, so I don't know prices or anything like that. It may vary between countries and things of that nature. So
that means that if you have this one, you're protected. But if you don't, it's like hide your kids, hide your wife,
yeah,
kind of thing.
Ain't nobody safe out here.
Yeah, you don't have to call and confess.
Yeah.
We're looking for you.
Yeah,
we're gonna find you.
Yeah, we ain't gonna hide our wives with this one.
What else? What else?
It is running a 16-inch tire, tubeless. So honestly, I don't know if that's necessarily standard. I'm not in detail of EUCs that much. I just picked it up like 3 months ago.
So you're making me sound like I don't know shit, but you don't know shit.
Hey, it's a good way to start the episode. The suspension does have 90 millimeters of travel. The crazy thing is the amps. So the charging, 20 amps of charging.
That's crazy.
Not to say it's the top of the line or anything like that, but you can charge this thing real fast if you want to.
Yeah.
It does have some USB ports, so you can plug it in and charge your cell phones and devices off of it. The speaker in it is JBL. They teamed up with them.
Right.
Fantastic. This thing bumps. I rode on the lake on it just a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Took it out, and I have my big speaker. It's just as loud as a big speaker. I put the speaker away, and I was like, all right, we're good.
And that's another thing. I thought I heard that you can sync them.
Yes, audio sync. And it's so cool. So what you do is you actually double push the power button. And if you have a friend that has an Inmotion, it works with a couple different versions of Inmotions. You can basically sync your audio. So you guys can play music together and have fun.
That's badass, though.
Honestly, it kind of elevates the group ride, status.
Yeah, I would imagine having that on the skateboards. That would be badass,
It will be. Yeah, 100%.
So that's really like next level shit. You know? Like that's a thing that I've been saying, which is kind of like what X-Way is doing. Like it's bringing some like daily instrumental stuff, like from the instruments that you practically use for every day, like charging, being able to charge your phone on the board. Having power banks. It's also the charger of the board and all that stuff. For me, that's cool. But the fact that another company, is bringing, JBL's, speakers, and then you're able to sync them. That's badass, bro.
Yeah, I think innovation is really good on the EUCs. I think that they are definitely doing what they need to. X-Way, obviously, we got a little display going on here. Future episode and future conversation.
Okay.
But look it.
Tell it's like you go like, hey, cameraman. Okay, there we go. Tell no one. It's like, wake up.
Conveniences, I think is kind of what you're saying.
Yeah.
We ride typically with backpacks that have gear and things like that. And I've been really happy to not ride with backpacks and gear with me. I'm really much enjoying that. Just putting on my riding jacket from Beyond Riders and putting on a helmet and just going ride. Having the speaker and the music and everything with you, being able to charge it. You could put freaking USB cord in your pocket. It's not going to, be too much, for you. But I like it.
Bro. I don't know.
I think it looks great too.
Yeah, the lights on the front, like how bright are they?
I think these are 12 watt. Let me double check here. 12 watt headlight. So it's super bright. We were testing at intro to speed on kind of the distance, and huge distance. I mean, I would say probably well over 100 yards. And you're riding at night, and the nice thing is it's adjustable. So you can bring it down, you can bring it up. There's some flexibility in it. As much as shred lights, we love them. There's no angle changes that you can really do to it. You can put it low, you can put it high, but you can adjust after you install. On this one, you can have a little bit of adjustment with it, which I think is actually pretty good. The one cool thing is it does have a standard Inmotion light, so it has a display that will land on the ground in front of you and actually display Inmotion. So I think that's actually pretty cool. Definitely some probably room for improvement in the future for that, making it a little bit more visible, I think. And it can be a little bit better, but I think it's a cool little feature and something that I don't see a lot of companies kind of doing.
What do you think the price range would be on all these?
So I don't want to speculate on pricing or anything. We don't have that from the company. I would say it's not going to be on the low end. It's not going to be on the high end. It's going to be in the mid range.
It looks like a luxury one.
I would imagine probably in the price range about 2,000. It's a very good EUC. I think it's built really well. Once you install pads, this doesn't have pads or anything on it right now. The UI display, fantastic. Here, let me.
Where is the UI display?
It's basically the display screen. It is very nice.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So let me turn it a little bit. Maybe Ray can get a good visual on it. But the display screen is really, really nice. You have the light right on front here that you can turn that on and off with. You have the locking feature right here where you can slide and lock it. Obviously, I'm not going to do that right now. And then the setting screens. I mean, you can go in here and actually modify a lot of the sensitivity. You have balances, you have different modes. You have all kinds of things that you can kind of go in here and connect to and play around with. So definitely unique. And I'll kind of see. Let's see here.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know,
Bro,
super bright.
But
you can see on the ground here a little bit the Inmotion sign. And it's super bright here because we got all the neon lights, but...
Ugh.
Oh, you're going to...
But you better be able to turn that light on again.
Here we go. Oh, no.
Oh.
The camera's sagging.
Hey, the camera.
The camera's like, I'm sad. Dripping down a little bit.
Sad. Just fainted.
All right.
You need some milk.
For real, girl. But you can see the Inmotion display on the ground. It does have the emblem as well. Whoa, whoa.
Hand model for shred lights.
But yeah, you can see the light, very, very bright. I mean, perfect for any night rides, or even kind of getting to the end of the day here.
Yeah, I feel like they put a lot of effort on all those extras, and they worked. The performance. What you're telling me is that it's not that that more impressive than other ones, like the range. And how about the speed? What's the speed on this?
So we've gotten, I think, 35, 40 miles per hour on this.
Okay.
So it's not a slow, EUC or anything.
It's kind of like a mid-range, right?
Yeah. I don't know if you want to take it above 40 or anything like that, but you can ride at this comfortably, 30, 35, and have no problems at all. But again, the faster you ride, lower range, stuff like that. So, like I said, I'm not going to say that this is, the biggest battery, the best EUC. I would say this is a perfect entry-level EUC. I wouldn't even say entry. I would say, there's smaller wheels that are good entry levels. I think this is a good medium range.
So that's the thing. Like, there's a wheel for everybody.
Yes.
There's a skateboard for everybody. If you're looking for kind of like a midway, you can say. Midway, kind of like performance and more, features than anything else.
Yeah.
Luxury on that side, right? This is the wheel for you, I guess. But it depends on what you want. If you want more range and more speed, you got other EUCs.
Yeah. I would say this is a cruiser.
Yeah.
This is something you're going on like a 15 to 25 mile group ride with, and you're going to be able to stay with the pack and have all the range. And just like you said, have some of the luxury that comes along with that. You can sit down on this. It's not the best, sitting position right now, but you could probably attach a seat to it.
Yeah.
And sit down. Our riders really enjoyed it. I think a key thing that I heard, feedback from is how smooth it is. Right. When we look at our boards, acceleration and braking is a big part of what we look for in a board. I think Inmotion nailed it. Even from the V9 that they came out recently to, this is called, by the way, I don't even think we said the name, Inmotion V12S. So, yeah.
Now you know.
Yeah, now you know. But yeah, ever since the V9, now this, is really, their acceleration braking is noticeable.
Right.
It's very smooth, very reactive. You can still get speed, and I don't know. I've been enjoying it.
It looks fun. I'm telling you, I don't know, for a guy that don't know shit about EUCs, I think it looks cool. But that's as far as I can say. If I could compare it to other boards and stuff, I would compare it to I don't know, maybe kind of like a the SUS Pro back then. Kind of like a 12 SP4 or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I would say was it's still a good board.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
But we got better ones right now. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, there's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
And
I love the features. That's what I tell you. Like that's. I don't know if there's other ones like that, but this one has impressed me.
I think from InMotion, I think this is going to be kind of the standard for them.
Yes.
They kind of got the technology. They got a good product. All they need to do is just make it look good. Increase the batteries or change it how you would need for what you're trying to get out of that wheel. I see big things in from this company in the future. So we look forward to hopefully working with them more in the future and seeing what they come out with either way.
Definitely. I love it.
Shout out to InMotion.
Woo, woo.
Woo, woo. Big time.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. He started shaking it, and I just felt like I had to shake my head too.
I got scared for a second.
He's like, oh
no! I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
So that's badass. Love it. Shout out to InMotion, what he said. And then I wanted to talk about kind of like a gossip thing that's been floating around for a while, but
I mean, we got the show for it, so bring it on me, baby.
I don't want to let it pass no more, It's been time. We've been busy,
We have.
We've been busy. We've been shooting, reviews and stuff, kind of get up to date with that.
We were really behind, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of got caught up.
But I don't want to let my viewers think that
we're not on top of it.
Let this slip. Okay. So it's been some gossip around, I was floating around the Instagram.
Oh no.
I found some shit. Let me get this out of this motherfucking shit. How do I get out?
So now you see why it took us an hour to get started for the episode today.
See? Exit. See how you exit? Did I exit?
And I don't know if you guys noticed yet, but we've upgraded the TV for the studio thanks to Carlos over here.
Yeah.
And little funny story is me and Ray, and filmed the review shots for the Velar and I don't know what boards anymore. It's been a long day, but X-Way, yeah, it was the X-Way and the Vamex, and we were here for 3 hours probably, and we didn't notice this once. We both got home. Carlos like, hey, so what did you guys think about the change? We're like,
what change?
Exactly.
What you talking about? Huh?
And then secondary, we finally get here again, right? We already know about this. Like 30 minutes in, he goes, you guys haven't even fucking seen it yet. We didn't look again.
I was pissed. He's like, motherfuckers, I'm trying to impress you guys. Little shits. Okay, here it is. Let me move it around here.
Should we have a little drum roll?
Okay. Wait. Okay. I got it. Let me close this motherfucker on the back.
Oh.
What do you think about this shit?
Initially, a couple of years ago, we had a good relationship with Exports.
I know. Like 2 years ago, he was on ESK8, right? Yeah. I think I saw the guy. That was the only time that I've seen him.
I never actually introduced myself to him. I just know during ESK8 he sponsored Cam, who was racing,
right.
And I appreciated that. I was really happy about that. So I did give him a lot of credit. He helped out with the racing team for San Diego, was designing some gloves and stuff like that. So
he was. You mean Cam, the caveman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So he got sponsored at ESK8. He had one of their jackets, and obviously he's still riding that jacket to today. So I can't say, you know, that was bad of them. They did help the community in that sense, but then again,
yeah,
you know,
so,
what were they doing in the background?
Yeah. So for you guys that don't know, okay, apparently, I think it was PEV Nerd, right?
PEV Nerd, JB, he's been on the show not multiple times.
Once.
For the Cali ESK8 special.
Yeah.
He came down.
He done some crazy pictures for you. I gotta post those. Like he cracks me up. He's always making.
Do not post a picture online if you don't want him to modify it.
Right? He always modifies and send it to me. I'm like, this motherfucker. Like, dude, I'm always laughing.
And it's not one modification.
No.
It's like 10 to 15.
Yeah. He's like, here you go. I got one better. And I was like, no.
And they get better and better.
Yeah. But apparently they gave him some money. He paid him $2,500 worth of parts. And then the guy ghosted him. Yeah. Okay.
Took his product, and it's not just him. It's multiple people in the community. He's just been the one that's been vocal about it right now.
Right. So apparently, when you read up there, he said he kept saying he'll send the parts back, but at first he kept stalling, always with an excuse. Yep. He also promised him that people, what? He also made promises to
people that he never kept.
Thank you.
He also took money from people and for the products that he never, you know, delivered or refunded. Basically, he stole $2,500 worth from PEV Nerd directly, and that's not just, you know, one person. He did it to multiple people, as they're saying there. So
I just like to make this comment. This is exactly why Jimmy is on this show. Okay, so he can read, okay? Like he read, okay? So thank you for your service, okay?
You're welcome.
Okay, following up, okay? So I got some extra backstory.
Yeah, you should have some text message, I think.
Yeah. I got you, okay? I got the whole thing here, okay? I think this one's the first.
So JB did come with evidence.
Okay.
And message is showing the communication between them.
Oh, man. Okay, so this is the whole thing. Okay, can you read that for me?
Yeah, so obviously 2 years ago, he met Xavier, was the owner of Exports. And looks like long after parts were shipped to Xavier, it looks like it was about $2,500 for a race board, in which he was going to be compensated for the build and help promote his brand as well. So it was going to be like a collaboration between Exports and him to be able to build this board. And basically always had excuses, postponed shipping. Every time he would ask about, you know, what's going on or anything about it, he would basically try to be more understanding. And after a certain time, he basically canceled the board and wouldn't get back any of the parts. It has been now 2 years after that deal, and he has yet to receive anything. You know, so he had to do what he had to do. He posted online, you know, brought it up to the community. He doesn't want to let anybody else be getting scammed by this, you know, company or, you know, being put in a bad, you know, situation or, you know, thank God he's a lot more blessed, you know, than others. So it's not necessarily hurting him, you know, compared to some other people, but you know, it's still terrible for the community.
Also found out that he has taken money from people for products that he never delivered. Also made promises that he never kept. So you can see their parts stolen, our stooge boards, track pack, Godster amp, brand new battery 2 years ago, and then MBS mountain board bindings. There we go. Pinion gears and shit. So those are the parts that he took from him, or he paid for. I think he had those parts. He sent it to him, right?
Yeah. So PV sent it to him, and then he never received them back. So the build never went through. He canceled, and then he was like, "Okay, give me my stuff back." That never happened. And he kept saying, "Oh, I'll ship it next week. I'm busy. I'm this. I'm that." You know, 2 years is 2 years. Yeah. You know, it doesn't take long to go to the fucking store and ship.
Also, I want to point out that this is, you know, allegedly. Yeah. So we don't get sued.
Allegedly,
we don't
yeah.
get sued.
That is true.
Yeah,
That
but
is true.
you know, we just threw in here and set it on fire. So yeah, if you have seen Xavier, you know, talk to this guy, you know.
Yeah.
Because the kind of community that we are, this shouldn't be happening, especially if you have a company like Export. I think they make parts as
They
well.
make jackets. So riding jackets, they have a board, I think.
Yeah.
They have parts, just so you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't necessarily looking like a bad company. It looked like a standard, ESK company. We did have some problems working with them back in the day with trying to get stuff done quickly and stuff like that. But I don't know, you can't really fault the company for being busy, sometimes. But then when you see stuff like that, it's like,
what's going on?
Yeah, it's just tough.
No,
it's
this
a bad
is
stain
unacceptable.
it's a bad stain on the community right now, 100%. And it's happening to somebody we know, a very prominent person and it's a big thing. They stole a lot from them.
But that's shows some a lot of dishonesty, and then like we just want to put this out here because we want people to know
raise
that,
awareness.
This might be what you're getting into, with this company, So
hopefully we can stop somebody in the future from, sending something to them or trying to purchase something from them, really trying to build awareness for the community. We don't want to have anything bad like this happen to anybody. We don't necessarily come up with these sections just for this stuff. It's just, we want to protect our community.
Yeah.
We want to protect our friends, and the people we ride with.
Yeah.
It's sad when they get their bullets stolen or anything like that. I'm getting goosebumps right now just by talking about this. It is a sad thing. We hope that it resolves itself in the future. Hopefully by bringing more and more awareness, it'll eventually reach them. But for right now, it hasn't changed. There's no update, beyond there, and we're hoping that PEV Nerd gets his things back.
Yeah, hopefully we can get we open up the doors to Xavier if you wanna talk to us, or we can be the middle ground, for that conversation.
I don't even want to be the middle ground. I just want you, Xavier, to go fucking reach out to him and give his shit back, dude.
That would
it's
be
as simple as that, dude. Simple as that.
But we want this to be solved, the community as well, and customers and the community, they deserve better, So Xavier, I know this is all, allegedly, but if you have something to say or do, please do. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. That's it for that. And then what else I got?
The race event that was supposed to happen, the Legends League racing did get canceled for the first race due to participation. So we are bringing those tickets to the next race event. It'll happen in June. So June, hopefully we'll be able to get everybody on board, enough tickets sold to be able to make the event happen and everything like that. So still give best of luck to the whole racing crew, a Legends League, Estelita, Joe and them.
I want to talk about something. This wasn't part of
This wasn't planned.
Right. But what happened with Electrify races? What's Electrify?
Oh, that's a good thing. You bring up. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, you see how I did?
Yeah. Electrify Expo Racing League has been canceled essentially after Long Beach.
It's been canceled.
Canceled.
Ding, dong, ding.
Get out of here.
Ah. So what happened?
Insurance. Insurance has been a big problem that's plagued our community and for a very long time. We are I guess, what would you consider like a kind of like on the level of risk is very, very high.
Right.
So getting insurance, there's only, I think, like 2 companies out there that were doing it. One of them went under, so there's only really one company that they're reaching out to, and they didn't insure them. So they don't have insurance past Long Beach. They almost didn't have insurance last year. There's, struggles that they were working with that make this all happen. Ultimately, they couldn't continue the insurance. So
I heard some gossips about
why he is coming out to Long Beach. So the insurer is going to come out and look at what we're doing at Long Beach and see if it's something he can make happen in the future. So we are still hopeful for next year. and be able to continue the full race league, not just 2 races of that league. Hopefully Jay and the crew over there is able to make it happen. Hopefully Electrify Expo, but a lot of people, and I think what you're alluding to is the problems that happened at Arizona. Yeah. I don't know if many of you guys know, there was alcohol found, at the event, and it wasn't one day, it was actually 2 days, and it was a lot, and we were warned the first day, and then the second day it happened again. So,
see, that's why we can have nice things, okay? Yeah. Motherfuckers, okay, now I'm talking to you, to all of you, okay? Let me tell you something, okay? If you're having a race event, we all know, we all like to drink. Follow the fucking rules, okay?
Yeah.
We love these events. I mean, can't you keep it together? Can't you go outside, drink a fucking beer, and then come back? That's so fucking simple. Like, but there's so always, like, I can see them and I can point at them. Like, if it's like, even if I didn't know who it was, like, but it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just simple. Right? Are there signs or anything that says don't bring alcohol, or people don't know about it?
And the contract that you signed for, it says, in all the rules, when you sign the tickets and you're buying these tickets, there's no alcohol. The fucking event is stated everywhere that you're not supposed to bring alcohol.
In Electrify Expo.
Yeah, the whole event is non-alcoholic.
Okay. Right.
There's kids, it's family event. We were very blessed in the sense that we have a ton of gear that we bring, and we had a special entrance to be able to get to the track with our gear. And we had a security guard, but we had a lot of people coming and going. So, it's not like everybody was getting checked like they were at the front door of the actual Electrify Expo. And so, it did get in, and it's a sad thing that it happened the first day, but then again, it happened the second day, it was even worse. They came in like a mob of cops, grabbed all the alcohol. I mean, they had handfuls like this, and they had a whole bottle of whiskey.
Shit.
Was there, so I was right next to the cops. Because I was.
You were on their side. You were a witness.
I was.
You were like, oh.
I did get pictures. Yeah.
With a fucking beer in his fucking pocket. It's like, you motherfuckers.
Y'all screwed up for all of us.
Oh no. It's like this beer has a T for tolerance. Okay.
But it was bad. The cops were pissed. I mean, he was like, we're shutting everything down. I mean, we're at the end of the event. The second day, almost towards the end, the finals races are about to happen. They allowed it to continue that day, but like that was bad.
People don't do this, man. Like,
no.
We have events across the U.S., racing events, okay? That's so fucking cool. We're seeing our fucking sport, getting bigger, okay?
That was the biggest one.
Like, we can move. Everybody can go. We can meet with our friends from, I don't know, Arizona. They did one in New York, right?
So that's the thing. Is like ESK8 is centralized. Vegas. You got to come there. This one was able to go to you.
Right.
It hit up. It had.
New York, right?
New York was a part of it. San Fran was a big one as well. Long Beach, obviously. This next one, Arizona. I think there was one more that they did. Chicago, I think, may have been added this year, but especially the East Coast guys were sad. I mean, they don't have any events up there. They have TEF1 happening right now, but that's the first event, up there. So good on TEF1 to be able to support that group up there, but this really screwed up. And it's not because of the alcohol, but it screwed up a whole event potentially.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like. Come on, guys.
I know,
what are we doing,
And we know kind of who did it. It was the worst part,
Okay.
I'm not going to name names because it sucks.
What's the age?
I'm not even going to say that. It's there was a person that
was a bone out here.
There was a person that was removed from the event that day.
Removed. Yeah,
and then came back like 2 hours later. under with no jacket.
Give us
on.
a hint.
No, because it's just not. It's not. I'm not going to do that. It's somebody I know.
The first letter.
Somebody I know. But again,
you know him? Do I know?
I know one. I know one.
Do I know him?
It wasn't just one person though. It's multiple people.
Do I know them?
Yes.
Woo!
I'll tell you after the show. But
If I caught wind of who it was, it's coming down.
I'm not saying anything after the show anymore. No, but it sucks. I mean, that was a major event. You know, to have insurance really coming in and not allow that to happen. Sad thing. You know, hopefully we can really put on a good impression in Long Beach. Do not fucking bring your alcohol. You come with a good smile. Come with a good sport. You know, enjoy what we're doing, what we're trying to accomplish. Be a part of it. And if you don't want to be a part of that and you need a drink or anything like that, don't fucking come. Yeah. That's simple. Sorry to cuss, but it pisses me off.
I'm just saying there's
Jay and all the guys, Joe, they put tons of so much effort. I mean, it was sad to hear him say, you know, Jay was just, you know, he's lost for words, you know, pretty much. He goes, I don't even want to put words in his mouth, you know, and say what he was saying, but he was hurt. You can tell.
Bad, bro.
You can tell.
Because they have put a lot of effort in this.
Yeah. I mean,
and I actually like feel so proud. I know Jay since he was riding electric bikes. And the first time he rode a skateboard, I was there. And knowing him since he started to what he's doing right now, like for me was so, you know, I was goddamn, you know, heartwarming. Yeah. You know, like I felt, you know, good for him, you know? And then a mess up like this, not even coming from him, like that's crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like we like to see the sport, you know, we would like to see the sport succeed.
Yeah,
succeed. And then things like this hold us back a little bit, but we gotta be better. Okay. That's the only thing it means.
Yeah. Yeah, we should actually ask Jay to come on the show. Just think of that now. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Like
Jay, reach out to us if you want to be on the show. We'd love to have you.
I'll fucking reach out to him.
Yeah, I can do the same thing.
My fucking
you know what? I will say this.
Lovely Buddha.
I will say this.
Love you.
You know, this is just one small thing that I saw happen. You know, and it's not just Jay. It's really a combined effort. You know, there is a bunch of people. Jay's wife.
Yeah.
Give her a lot of credit. She was walking all the prizes. So the entire the Radium skateboard, the Cardos, all the winning, you know, prize, you know, items, she was walking it across the blocks.
Damn.
In a cart, like in freaking high heels, you know, walking all these items every day after the event, you know, back to the hotel, you know, and it's like you can see the struggle of what they go through just to be able to even the logistics, and that's just one thing of being able to move the material, you know, back and forth. Damn, what else went into that?
You starting to see this? Like, I feel like the sport is growing, right? And you've seen how we got people stealing, you know, events like this that get messed around for, you know, alcohol and stuff like that. No, it's not on the same level. Let me just, you know, clarify, right? But it's still, you know, wrong.
Yep.
And it still hurts the sport, right? But I guess this is part of, you know, the sport growing, you know. It's going to happen. Somebody's going to mess up. The only thing that matters is that we learn from it. Yeah. And then we protect the sport.
I can almost guarantee you on Long Beach, you will have every ice chest checked probably every 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. You know, you're going to have multiple people going in there making sure that, you know, there are proper drinks in there. It was a blessing. They had prime energy drinks. They had ice cold drinks. You know, they kept refreshing the ice. They kept bringing that. I mean, it was a good event. I'm sad, honestly. You can hear it in my voice. It's sad to see a great event like that just kind of go away. Not related to necessarily the alcohol is what they're saying, but it sucks because it's hard not to think that could have been a part of it.
Right. No, that sucks, man. But hey, hopefully we can.
Like I said, put on a good episode in Long Beach. He's going to be out there. The insurance guy will be out there watching us, seeing what we do, seeing how the event runs. You know, if we can show that we can put on an amazing event.
Let's do an interview with him, you know, get him, you know.
I don't even know who he is.
I don't fucking know, but we can ask Jay. You know? Fuck it. Yeah. You know, we'll find out.
We'll fondle him a little bit if we need to.
We're going to find you. We're going to find you.
Hide your insurance. Hide your...
We're going to get Jay in here.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Bear Jet, let's do a show over there in Electrify.
Yeah.
Let's do a show and electrify, and then we'll talk to Jay. Jay will be with us.
Yeah, we could do that as well.
If we can find the time for him to.
We can even go live.
Right.
We could do a live episode.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be perfect.
Yeah, and then we'll talk to the insurer, make him feel nice and warm.
Maybe give him a
bring
little...
some alcohol. No.
A little roundabout.
No alcohol, motherfuckers.
A little rub and dub.
We'll make you feel good. And then, we're maybe Cali ESK8 show will save the day.
Meet my friend Monica.
Her name used to be Monaco.
Yeah, exactly. We don't discriminate.
Yeah.
He's not going to know.
He'll find out, but it'll be too late by then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yikes.
Yeah. This episode gets kind of crazy sometimes.
We're going to get canceled.
Oh, 100%. Allegedly.
That's all I have.
Yeah, I don't have anything else. Give a big shout out to Inmotion. X-Way, you'll see this in the future.
X-Way coming soon. We got a review. We're starting to see
multiple videos. I mean, this is going to be kind of a long-term, board for us. So you'll see this probably run multiple times on our channel.
Definitely small videos and stuff like that. Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely. But yeah, hope you guys like the show. Thank you for
being a part of it.
Another lovely night.
Yeah, being a part of it.
San Diego. Stay classy.
Let the professor get your mind blown.